to put out a statement on Ginsburg on the call?
Yes.
Robert Gibbs wrapping up his last press conference of the week with the White House press corps. He went about 45 to 50 minutes, a lot of time spent on stimulus. We learned some news today that President Obama will go out and about beginning next week. He'll go first to Elkhart, Indiana, where he says the unemployment rate has gone from 4.7% to 15%, and then go to Fort Myers, Florida, where the unemployment rate has gone from 6% to 10%. Let's bring in Washington Deputy Managing Editor Bill Salmon. Bill, it seems like there's more than just arm twisting going on here on Capitol Hill. It seems like the president wants to go out and twist a few arms in the public as well.
Yeah, I think he wants to go above Congress's heads and go out to the people. And, you know, it's obvious what the strategy is, and that is to link the jobless numbers to the stimulus plan. I mean, that's effective. You had very scary job numbers come out today. He's obviously going to a couple of towns where the jobless rate has jumped dramatically. And each of those things provides an opportunity for him to make the argument that the stimulus bill must pass. The problem is it's possible to go too far and sort of cross into fear-mongering. And I think some people think that the president has done that when he throws around words like catastrophe, when he throws around threats like the recession might never end, which would be sort of us, you know, doing away with the business model if we don't pass the stimulus plan. So I think Americans resent sort of that kind of fear-mongering, and that's a problem. And the other problem is, as you know, Trace, with each passing day, as Americans get a look at the details of this bill, they just think it's $1 trillion turkey.
Yeah,
and so they just, on the merits of the bill itself, the support goes down, and meanwhile they don't like the sort of over-the-top fear-mongering stuff.
And that's the point I was going to bring in. You know, the catastrophic phrases notwithstanding, Bill, on Twitter and on Facebook, overwhelmingly we asked the question, should we push this bill through or wait and do it right? And overwhelmingly people are saying, let's wait, let's do it right. Really, I mean, even Joe Lieberman comes out today and says it's a good bill, not a perfect bill. $1 trillion, it better be pretty damn good, right, Bill?
Well, you're right. And last night I was struck by the president's change in tone. He had been very sort of amenable to the opposition party, and last night he went into sort of a partisan campaign tone where he went after the Republicans. And at one point he said, you know, critics are saying that this stimulus bill is really a spending bill. Well, duh, of course it's a spending bill. What do they think stimulus is? In other words, he was acknowledging this is $1 trillion spending bill. And I thought that was politically significant because, you know, you can argue about, and people on both sides of the aisle have been arguing about whether different parts of the bill are stimulative or not, but I think everybody agrees that this is an expenditure. This is a spending bill, and I'm not sure that was a helpful road for him to go down.
I'm just checking the clock. We got about 45 seconds, Bill, to a hard break, and it seems to me from Robert Gibbs' comments that instead of adjusting the bill, it seems like they're going to take this bill as is and try and kind of push it more than adjust it.
I think you're right, and one of the things I keep hearing whenever I hear the president speak is he keeps hearkening back to November. Hey, in November we didn't vote to stay the same. We voted for change. It's almost as if he's saying, look, guys, I won. Aren't I supposed to be able to get this thing through at the level that I want to get it through, which is $800 or $900 billion? And he's realizing that the ways of Washington are much harder than the ways of being out on the campaign hustings and promising things. It's a much tougher crowd inside the Beltway.
The Washington Deputy Managing Editor, Bill Salmon. Bill, good to see you. Good weekend.